what brought me out here is because I have grandchildren. And I don't want them to live in the same America I grew up in. I don't want them to have to deal with the problems that I had to deal with all my life. See, I'm 60 years old, and my father had the knee on his neck. I got a knee on my neck. All my life, there's been a knee on my neck. And as I was explaining to a friend earlier, I listened to a lot about what they call reverse racism, white folks saying that we're being discriminated against. But when I came up, you had the best of everything. You had the best jobs, the best houses, the prettiest wives. We got the scraps, and we're still getting the scraps. We don't live in the same America that you live in. See, my America is not a beautiful place to live in. My America is what you call bad neighborhoods. My America is unemployment. My America is high incarceration rates. How can 10% of the population commit more crimes than the rest of the population? We make up 50% of the inmates in America are black. There's no way 10% of the population can commit more crimes than 90% of the population. It's impossible unless you target black people. I was born guilty. I didn't do nothing. All I had to do was be born. And I was born guilty. When the police look at me, they don't look at me like, oh, that's Bob, that's Todd. He lives down the street. He's a good guy. They look at me as, that's Todd. He might be stealing something. He might be a drug dealer. If I buy a nice car, I'm a drug dealer. If I live in a nice neighborhood, they want to move out. Where's my America? Black people have fought for this country. My father fought in World War II. I've had members in my family in every war there was in America, going back to the revolution. When do I get treated equally? I'm tired of being a black man. I just want to be a man. The only race I care about is the human race. We are all the same. There is no difference between any of us. And if you think there's a difference, there's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with the way you think. And as I always tell people, it's not a race thing, it's a class thing. As long as I keep you poor people fighting amongst yourselves, then the rich can live on Mar-a-Lago. They can live the good life. They don't have to worry about the things that poor people have to. See, it's not a race thing. The only race is the human race. We are all the same. And one of these days, we're going to figure it out, or we're going to all die together. As I explained to a friend of mine earlier, this country was founded on revolution. The Boston Tea Party, the Boston Massacre, them weren't nice, what would you say? They were not nice, peaceful marches. They were revolutions. The first man to die for America's freedom was Crispus Attucks. He was a black man. And think about it, he died for something he knew he wasn't going to even get. He gave his life for this country, and he knew when he woke up, he was going to still be the N-word. So I don't understand. Why does my race define me? My humanity should define me. The person I am, how I treat my neighbors, how I treat my friends should define me. My skin color should have nothing to do with defining me. And on that, I'm gonna go back to this thing and enjoy the world. But thank you, man. We need to all love each other. That's the only, I'm not a religious person. The only religion is love.
Oh, the laundry list, all these things you mentioned, is that the big thing we need to do right
What's
now,
that?
is love each other?
Yes, love is the only thing we got. Either we're gonna all live in, we gotta find a way to love each other and live together, or we're gonna find a way to hate each other and die together. What made this country the greatest country in the world, because we're the melting pot. We brought people from all over the world together. And that's what made this country great. And even though black folks, we've been at the bottom for the longest. We've been here since 1619. And we're still the poorest population in the country, except for the Indians. And they've been here forever. Why is it that the people who give everything, who love this country, always gonna have an asterisk by our names? I'm an African American. I'm a black American. No, I'm an American.
And one last question, Jay.
Yes.
Seeing all these people out here, maybe about 200 people or so, it's a good thing that seeing them, they're not out here like what you saw in Minneapolis and D.C. and Columbus rioting and everything like that. It's been very peaceful so far.
I don't consider it a riot. I consider it a legitimate protest against oppression. When somebody constantly, did the Jews riot in Poland? Was that considered a riot? When they fought Hitler, was that a riot? No, that was a fight to free yourself. And as Malcolm X said, by any means necessary, I'm gonna get you off my neck. By any means necessary, get that knee off my neck.
Say that again.
By any means necessary, like Malcolm said, by any means necessary, I'm gonna be free. You're either gonna treat me right, treat me as an American citizen, or let's take it to the streets. Truly. What else? What I'm gonna do? Keep on protesting? And you keep beating me and you keep killing me? And like the president said, if you loot, we gonna shoot. Well, what happens if we shoot back? Where does that take us? Civil war? Do we really want that in this country? Are we no better than a country like Yugoslavia that just totally disintegrates and becomes 10 different countries? No, we are united. And for us to stay united, we got to love each other. Other than that, it's all downhill. We ain't gonna be the United States of America. We're gonna be the divided states of America. Do we really want that? That is not the American way. That is not the things I grew up and was taught in school. Somehow we've got to unite and figure out a way to love each other, or we all gonna perish. And on that one, I'm out of here, y'all. Everybody love each other from the heart.
Real quick, in case
Yes.
you forgot, first, last name, how you spell it?
Todd Allen Burrows. TODDALANBURROS.
All right.
Excuse me.
That's all right. Thank you, Todd.
Yep.
Great job.